You're listening to the ReachCast show, your weekly stop for the latest and greatest in the PlanetSide 2 universe and its community.
What's going on, guys? It's July 1st, and you are listening to the ReachCast show. We are at episode 40. We're coming up on that magic 50 soon, and man, we've almost been at this a year. I just got reminded by Tom. It's craziness. We are proud members of the Araxis Global Network and the Podcast.com network. That is podcast with a K. They also do like Team Fortress 2, some Halo podcasts. Check them out. My name is Adam, aka Torkz, and with me tonight are my brothers in arms, Tom, aka Noxx.
Hi.
Your enthusiasm is bubbling over as always, and Mark, aka Deringer.
Hello, everybody.
Much better.
Now that we're
over as the show goes on,
now that we're over the hill, we're going to start using our real names, right? Is that what's going on?
I think that is. Since we're closer to the grave than we are from birth, we're just trying to.
Wow, you're giving us our show a short lifespan. What if we have 200 episodes? That's still not true.
Then we might be might be old. I don't know. So this week we are brought to you by another TeeSpring campaign. TeeSpring is people we have print t-shirts out every so often. We do campaigns. Basically, we have to get 10 people saying they're going to buy one, then they say that they'll go ahead and print them. $15 a shirt. We're just putting this out for people that are going to SOE Live and new listeners that haven't had a chance to buy a shirt if you want one. TeeSpring is spelled TeeSpring, just like it sounds, TeeSpring. Check them out, and you can look for ReachCast on there, and you'll find us. This week we played with Imperial Reach, 666 Devil Dogs, 666 Devil Dogs, the 40 Deuce, Dropping Purple Smoke, and the Briggs Bomb Brigade. Nice, I like that.
Brigade, did you make that up? Because it says squad in my notes.
It's okay.
I did make it up on the fly. I like mine better, though.
They're the same group of misfits and unmentionables, so it doesn't matter what you really call them.
Yeah.
The triple B's, baby.
The triple B's.
For the show tonight, we don't have any patches because none were put out, but hopefully you will enjoy our community briefing. And with that being said, on to that.
Attention, soldiers! Get your bus in here for this week's community briefing.
I feel a bit lost without the swearing child.
Yeah, we don't have any direction without swearing children around us.
Man. Well, there was no F&O this week. What is going on?
What do you mean, what was going on? We know what was going on. We were part of what was going on.
I know I'm getting there. MLG. Oh, yeah. We were on that little stream, the PS2 stream, for a little bit, which is pretty cool. But more importantly, MLG, they had revealed a video about 2 minutes long of the Nexus. And we discussed our thoughts on that on the stream. And it was pretty good. Do we want to talk a bit more about the Nexus right now for those who didn't see us?
I think we should.
Yeah, Nexus is what the new battle island for MLG is going to be. And it's a 2-party map, for lack of better terms. And why don't you guys go into the rest? I don't want to totally tell everybody everything about it. I
mean, it's a symmetrical map. So each half is going to be the same so that no team has one advantage over the other, which, I mean, I kind of have my thoughts on how that might play out, but it's got a lot of really cool things like wooded areas that are like pretty densely wooded to where, a lot of cool fights. Like the infantry areas look very good as well. Very strategic, a lot of objects to get behind and get cover, and it doesn't look nearly as open as the current world as we know it.
Yeah, they specifically showed off a nice bridge fight going on with obstacles all over the bridge. They showed it looks like it's going to take place on Esamir, am I right?
Yeah,
because it's a total snow map. And the infantry area appears to be almost totally enclosed by giant walls of ice almost.
Well, they called it the ice caverns, and then we asked Maggie if it was actually caves, and she said not really.
Not really, but it looks... I mean, they showed fighters flying through it, dogfighting, and crashing into the walls because they were such tight turns. It looks really cool.
It did look pretty cool, yeah.
I'm very excited for it. I really don't have any desire to play competitive PlanetSide 2, but I have huge desire to get in and play this map.
Yeah, I kind of wonder how the symmetry aspect of it will play out, because symmetry is kind of an RTS thing, but it's never really been a thing that FPSs have done. And to compensate for that, FPS has always had 2 rounds where each team would play each side, and you would basically total up the performance from each side via some points scoring system, total your points, and determine the winner from that. Or like Counter-Strike was rounds, and sometimes you could even have ties. And I kind of wonder if it might take away from the FPS aspect of the game being symmetric. Because part of like the coolness of FPS is I don't know, I have a hard way of describing it, but I'm interested in seeing how it plays out.
Well, I'm the noob to stuff like this. Does any other game do symmetrical maps? Did Quake do symmetrical maps?
Quake was really a 1v1 game, so even then it's totally different. As far as team-based games, I do not believe anyone has done symmetrical maps, which is why I'm a little interested in seeing how it plays out. I'm honestly a little scared, but it still looks like a really cool map.
Yeah. Well,
it does eliminate one side having a distinct advantage over the other, but you get different teams that are good at one side, not so good at another, and it makes things interesting. So I wonder if that aspect of it might not happen. I don't know. We'll see. But moving on, they also discussed Clegg and I believe it was Maggie. I didn't actually watch this because I was busy playing PlanetSide at the time. But most of the infiltrator changes, most of which seem to be copied from BF3, if you ask me. But still really exciting to see the infiltrator get some more utility. And, I can say BF3, but who knows who they copied their stuff from. So, but they will be doing decoy grenades, which will create fake radar blips. The first thing I say, too, is not in BF3 from what I understand either. It's CSGO. But Stalker Cloak, also very cool new thing, also not in BF3, will recharge when standing still, but decrease running and moving. But you must give up your main weapon. So you're going to be pistol only, but you can remain perma-stealth. So that's pretty cool. I know a lot of people.
It's more than pretty cool. I'm looking forward. I don't play Infiltrator a lot, but if I can have almost perma-stealth and just run around with the beamer, I will be happy.
Oh man, I'm gonna run around with the Commissioner. Are you kidding me?
Well, I didn't drop $100 on the game like you did, so I didn't have to get a gold Commissioner for all. I didn't have to buy a gold Commissioner for all my characters. 6 slots. Noxx spent $120 on gold Commissioners last week.
Wow. Anyways, so they also are adding a motion sensor, which will detect enemies in a radius around it, kind of like the tugs. And I kind of wonder, I'm being critical here, but I kind of wonder the point of that since they already have the little glowy ball thing, as I called it, the recon tool. It must have a bigger radius, I assume. So that'll be coming in. There'll be a new suit slot, which will show explosives on your HUD through walls, which is, I like this. It's like wall hacking for explosives.
It's interesting.
So, I criticized it saying they copied this stuff from BF3, and only one of them has been from it so far. But now we have another one with the straight pole bolt action on the sniper rifles, and even though this is a copy, I love it. Sniper rifles need some love. They need some attachments, so this is fantastic. In the future, I would love to see one that reduces sway. That would be really cool too. The recon, and then the last one they talked about is the recon drone, and they'll bring back the REK to deploy. The drone will fly in the air, you'll be able to switch to its view, and it's a concept. They're looking for feedback on it. That to me seemed kind of like the UAV, but as a REK, something from PlanetSide 1.
Well, the real question is, will you be able to take the recon drone and kill enemies with it like you can the UAV? Which I think is just total BS, personally.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you there. But yeah, the Infiltrator's getting some love. The changes look pretty good.
Definitely some interesting stuff. And they also talked about the Sunderer, They talked about some different Sunderer deploy types, including giving them the ability to deploy as a dome shield, to deploy with an AoE cloak, and to also have some pre-equipped gun ports for passengers to shoot out of, perhaps some additional radar types and other situation-specific things. They're really looking for more ideas to go along with these, and also if you like some of these suggestions, and they would really appreciate your feedback out on the roadmap and tweets and stuff like that. Remember, you can tweet Clegg directly. He's at ARCLEGGER, at ArcLegger. So feel free to shoot him some tweets if you like dome shields on your Sunderers. I personally like the AoE cloak myself.
That sounds like a great idea.
I like them, but what is the point if they can't deploy?
To build a dome for another Sunderer.
Sorry, if they can't deploy as an AMS. Like, why do you need to be cloaked if you don't get AMS? Why do you need a dome shield if you don't get AMS?
Well, I suggested you could do it next to, like, what did I say earlier?
A generator?
Next to a generator, but you said that's a no deploy zone, right?
They're implementing no deploy zones, yeah.
So say you wanted to make a blockade in the middle of a road and you wanted to set up something where you were going to stop an armor column.
That's not a bad idea.
Throw a
Just
Sunday
drop one right in the middle of a main road.
Okay. No, that's a really good idea. Put a cloaked Sunderer up and a bunch of AV mana turrets inside of the cloak. Okay.
Well, that's another one. I was thinking about just putting a wall in the middle of the road, but yeah.
Yeah, if you pick the right spot, like, aren't there some decent bases that have to get out of the bases, you got to go through some sort of tunnel system on the road? Isn't there? I know there's one. It's on Indar.
I think physically blocking them.
Yeah, physically blocking them with a dome shield because tanks can't drive through it.
Well, oh no, they didn't mean does the dome shield stretch all the way to the ground?
I would assume so. It would stretch all around the Sunderer.
Yeah, it's around
the dome shields and the dome shields they showed us are only like a top view.
Right, but the dome shield stretches all the way down to the ground.
Not the ones they showed us for the bases.
Are you sure?
Positive. It ends. There's a it doesn't go all the way down. I don't know what the word to call there's a for, but it doesn't go all the way down.
Yeah, we'll see what the implementation is, but in short, I like giving the Sunday more viable options to be deployed in the field, different utility uses. So yes, it's good change.
I take back my cloak not having a use without being able to spawn. I'm just thinking of scary AV turrets on hills, Sunderers around them. They're cloaking them.
And who's not to say that this is going to be a second option in addition to being able to be an AMS?
Because it's deploy type.
Yeah. They could have two things. They can deploy and they can also do something else. You don't know.
Could be
These are all things that they've just got out there, you know?
Yeah, it could be a lot of slots. Could be defensive slot. Could be. I mean, it makes more sense.
To me, it says deploy type, so I assume it's going to take the place of your deployment.
Oh, I agree, but there's nothing saying that couldn't happen down the road. Like I said, they're looking for more ideas, so if everybody wants to spam them and say, give their Sunderers 2 deploy types, you know? Well, either way, they also talked about an upcoming ESF update, and we're not going to go over what they talked about because there was a pretty lengthy post on this as well today, so we're going to go over this stuff as well because it's all encompassed in the post that we saw today. So first up, you can expect this very soon, and that to a lot of people says expect this coming out in game update 12, which there's no date for, so this is pure speculation. So if I'm wrong, you know, don't sue me. But there are going to be a lot of mechanics changes coming in. All anti-air lock-on weapons will become maintained on lock, and also the shooter must keep the target locked for that duration. They're going to implement the closer a lock-on target is, the faster it will acquire that lock. Lock-on missiles are going to travel much faster than they do, and they're also looking to decrease the lifespan to around 5 seconds, down from about 8 or 10, depending on the weapon now. So they're really looking to cut that duration almost in half in many cases. Some other possible changes that they're talking about, players who lock onto you and fire will be spotted for you, so you'll actually see them show up on your mini-map. The lock-on display will also show the number of different sources that are locking onto you, so you can imagine you'll see on your screen that lock-on's going to flash up, and then it's going to say 8, 10, 15, you know, could go crazy. The lock-on display will also indicate what weapon is locking onto you. And I don't know how they're going to implement this because a lot of, at least on the site, in my experience, where that lock-on notification comes up, there's not much room for additional information. So.
Well, it says type, so it could be like
yeah, but if you're getting
air to
locked
air or ground to air, like just a little bit
it
like
could
that.
be. You're right. I wasn't thinking about
It's
that.
not going to
but
like list out a striker, an annihilator.
well, that's what I thought they might do. You might have a little indicator whether it's a weapon, whether it's a max, whether it's another fighter, and there's still only so much room that's on there.
Type of weapon. So
true. They also stated that missiles that are locked onto you will now display on the minimap, which I think is great.
Awesome.
And finally, the lock-on indicator will display in third-person camera. So I know a lot of people who fly definitely pop out to that third-person camera to make some of those dogfighting maneuvers that they do. So it's good to see that that's going to continue to appear in that third-person camera when this change comes out. But that's not all.
Changes.
You hate the changes?
Oh, I think these are really good changes. I was flying earlier today, and anyone who watches the stream knows that I'm a terrible pilot. And I have no desire to learn how to fly because every time I fly, as soon as I get into enemy territory to like have some fun trying to learn how to dogfight or kill people on the ground, I get locked on and I die. And you have no time, no ability to like, you don't have the amount of time you spend playing the game, you might get 5% of that as learning how to like actually do combat flying. And I think that's the big problem with air right now and why people don't like it or don't do it very often.
Mm.
So I think these are really good changes to help more players feel like they can fly.
Okay. There's some also experience changes that go along with that. So players will now be awarded for kills and assists for players that suicide or log out of the game. So
for Jenny Boo.
I was going to say, I can hear Jenny Boo cheering from here.
Oh, yeah. And the kill will be awarded to the player who last inflicted damage, whether that damage is done to their vehicle or to the player themselves. So that's also a good logical change in my mind. New ESF weapons also coming along with this. All below weapons are a work in progress and subject to change as a disclaimer. We're going to throw along with this. It was given to us as well. The weapons below are designed to be air combat options for the secondary wing-mounted slots. They're intended to supplement the nose cannons, so keep that in mind. The NS-50 Mass Driver. So it's a long-range, single-shot weapon. I'm intrigued to see how that one turns out. Coyote missiles, short-range lock-on missiles that do light damage. So think like TR Striker, but for air. And then you have the Locust cannons. So, aka the noob cannon.
That's what I called it.
Via Noxx or Tom. So it doesn't require precise aim, shoots lots of bullets, and has a big cone of fire.
Yeah.
So let's imagine a big scatter gun.
I'm interested in trying this mass driver because I can't dogfight at all. But I think I could sit in the back and just punk, 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 shoot people from far away and then run away if they turn at me.
What makes me wonder, though, one of the things we said before is that they're going to change the lock-on missile lifespan. If the mass driver is also a lock-on weapon, is it going to be able... I just wonder how they're going to implement both of those.
Reading the description that we did not read, it does not sound like... It sounds like it's just going to be like a single shot, like skill shot. No lock-on.
I was going to say, how are you going to hit enemy fighters with that, then, if it's a skill shot?
You lead them? Like sniping?
I suppose. But it only travels so fast.
I imagine it being called a mass driver that is going to travel pretty quickly. But you're this is coming from, just so anyone who knows is a listener, him questioning the ability to be able to hit people from far away is coming from a guy who can't hit air with a Lancer that has virtually zero travel time. So
I do have trouble with it.
So there's some more further changes. The fuel tank will change. Basically, it's going to increase your top speed, and it will stack with the high-speed racer. That's something they want to do. I don't think it's necessarily confirmed, but a lot of people have been wanting fuel tank changes. So there you go. And some balance changes for existing weapons is they will be normalizing the cone of fire across all empires for the default cannons. The time to kill will be between all three empires has been brought closer together, and the clip sizes are increased for more sustained fire. All the rotary cannons for each empire will now be able to kill an ESF with a single clip without having to get magazine size upgrades, which is pretty huge. The time to kill between all of them has been brought closer together as well. And furthermore, the scythe weapons will be used to be between the Reaver and the Mosquito in terms of projectile speed, and now they will have the fastest moving projectile, and they will also reload quicker than they do now. The Reaver weapons will have the fastest time to kill, but they also suffer less from the damage fall off. So the damage fall off for these weapons are all changing too. And the Mosquito weapons are going to retain the fastest fire rate, but will also have larger clip sizes for longer sustained.
Definitely some interesting changes, I have to say.
Yeah. You can tell I fly a lot because I don't have any thoughts to add on to it.
I really think the making the clip, a single clip, able to destroy an ESF is kind of a big change. Now, granted, you're still going to have to be able to hit them with every single shot, I assume.
Or at least most of them, but yeah.
Most of them. But that's going to be interesting. It could change the game in air-to-air dogfighting when they're using rotary cannons. Well,
I
next
think
up,
the problem is people weren't using rotary cannons. I know, from what I understand, most pilots use the default over the rotaries. So they're trying to make the rotaries a kind of an upgrade, because the default is really good at still like hurting vehicles on the ground. So you don't why would you upgrade to the rotary, which can't really do damage to vehicles on the ground, when the default is better at both things?
True. Well, next up, they're looking at some stealth certifications as well. So they're planning for all vehicles to adjust each of those ranks so that the final rank completely removes you from the mini-map, while the previous ranks lower that range. It actually seems like a reason for people to go into that stealth mode. I don't think a lot of people use it currently. And they're also going to be fixing the bug where stealth would not always slow lock-on times. I wasn't aware that that's a bug, but I'm glad that they've identified that. And finally, lowering the engine audio is still planned, but not currently going to be part of the ESF update.
That'd be awesome. I would love to see that.
Yeah, I gotta say, when I do fly, that the audio of the engines is what I use more than... It's the only time I really use sound in the game to my advantage.
They're also working on the fire suppression certification. So they're planning for all vehicles to adjust this so that when you actually activate it, it's going to apply a small heal over time for the vehicle. This will work at any time, not just when it's critically damaged. But when it is activated while in critical damage, it's going to set the health to above critical instead of adding a flat amount to the current health pool. So it's an interesting change. I think that might push people to go back to using the fire suppression system. Again, something don't think a lot of people end up using at all.
Well, they can now use stealth and then use the fire suppression to heal, I think, if I have my combo thought right. Because stealth would replace the nanite repair, if I'm not mistaken.
Well,
I kind of wonder.
Personally,
maybe I'm wrong on that. I might be wrong.
Personally, my favorite change is this one. So they're considering giving Galaxy's repair and ammo resupply certs. This gives ESFs and libs more locations to rearm and objectives to basic objectives to defend and attack in the sky. So that's awesome. I love that change.
It's one of the things that dude talked about in that
yes, it is.
mega long image.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
and then a couple random one-offs that are along with this massive ESF change that were not ESF related. So
the random stuff was actually stuff that Clegg went over that we've just kind of tacked on to the end.
Well, medic update will be next after infiltrators. So
and
for medics.
This one's actually angering a lot of people because apparently they said light assault would be next, and now they've skipped light assault for medic.
I think they said light assault would be before infiltrator.
Yes, that too. So a lot of light assaults are kind of up in arms that infiltrator and medic are coming before them.
Are you up in arms, Torkz? Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah, clearly not.
I don't know. I'm fine with LA as it is. I don't care. If they want to make some changes, give some more viability on different things, some more utility, that's fine.
Well, you're going to have to wait because Tom and I are more important.
Speaking of light assault, I saw the red light today that you hate so very
the
much.
C4 red light.
And it actually made me mad because I dropped it down and I saw all the guys scatter as they saw the red light.
Exactly. That's why I got pissed off.
The delay is too long to activate it before they have time to get away.
Yep. Now you wonder why I'm getting angry about it. When
I
people
totally
can
see it.
All right, now I'm glad we're both on the same page now. The last little change that Clegg talked about was that they wanted to kind of emphasize more inter-class play and reliance between classes. So they're gonna push some of that. As an example, it's like Maxes and engineers. Maxes need engineers for repair. They're gonna try to find ways to push more of that interdependence. That's
engineers and heavies with ammo for rockets.
Yeah, that's true too. Yep.
Medics and everyone.
It's just going to be one big mess of symbiotic relationships in the game. Pretty soon the engineer is going to be stuck to the back of the Max.
like a backpack.
Feeding off of him, yes.
Yeah.
It's the next Max ability. You get a seat slot for your engineer.
Attach the engineer to the back, yeah.
It's Master Blaster.
Pocket.
It's the
Master Blaster.
The Master Blaster module.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking like kangaroo pouch or something, but
No, Master Blaster for sure, dude. Welcome to Thunderdome. Beep.
You can say bitch. Remember
Oh, that's right. Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
You say it with such gusto.
I do.
All right. Oh, community question. Well, last week we asked, what other games do you play and why do you play them over PlanetSide 2? And some of the games listed were Borderlands 2, Minecraft being the top, Civ 5, Blacklight Retribution, Half-Life 2, Dishonored, Chivalry, Hotline Miami, Total War, Arma 3, Company Heroes 2,
Company of Heroes.
Company of Heroes 2, Age people still play Age of Empires.
Age of Empires is amazing.
These are all the ones that got multiple votes. Obviously, Borderlands 2 and Minecraft were definitely at the top. Everything else got at least 2 or 3 votes each, though.
Blacklight Retribution, really?
I played it. I didn't really like it.
It's so bad. I installed it. I was like, all right, I know it's gonna be like faster paced than PlanetSide. Like I was ready for the different game style. But when I got in and my gun was utterly useless and every single person was just running around with machetes killing each other, I said, this is not an FPS, and I quit and uninstalled it. I gave it about an hour and I tried 3 different servers and every single time it was the same thing and I was like, this is stupid. This is not an FPS game.
So the one I'd never heard of is Hotline Miami. Are you guys familiar with that one?
No, it's new to me.
I think I got it in the Humble Bundle the other day, actually, and it's got like a pig for the logo.
Oh, I know every other one of those games, just not that one.
Yeah.
It's like a pig man.
I'm surprised Borderlands was so high on that list because it's not like that's new. I guess none of these is really new.
You have Tiny Tina. It just came out for it.
Oh, I see.
So
is that why all that Tiny Tina tweets?
You'll see.
Yeah, Tiny Tina just came out for it, so that's one of the new DLC for it. That's probably why you see a lot of that. Not to mention, it's just generally a good game. In my opinion.
I've heard very good things about it. I haven't.
Oh yeah, it's a great game.
I boycotted it.
Well, I believe it's
like
on
you boycott a lot of games.
I believe you can get Borderlands 2 and
Sorry.
I think you can get Borderlands 2 in the season pass today for like $10. Of course, it'll be gone tomorrow, but.
But no, you know why I boycotted it? Because Borderlands 1, the story was so awful at the end that I refused to give them money for part 2, even though they made fun of how bad it was in 2. So,
I'm glad that you're a man of honor.
All right, let's get it.
Come on, this is awful. Anyways, the main reason why, let's get back to the point. The main reason why that was these games is to scratch an itch that PS2 didn't. For example, Chivalry had epic melee that PS2 is missing, and I don't know about missing. I don't think there's a place for
how much melee is there?
It doesn't have. I think
there's people sneaking up behind other people and knifing them in the back. That's it.
Right.
There's no person standing in front of each other just tearing at each other with swords like chivalry.
Listen. Doesn't have is more appropriate than missing, though. Missing implies that it should be there.
Yeah.
Yes, my max should have a giant vibro sword that I'm tearing through people as I go through the biolab. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
You have two mechs fight it out with like shield and sword.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
give the NC Max a sword in addition to the
here, right?
shield.
So, and then RTSs for allowing huge armies to be built up, something that's not seen in FPSs. So, a lot of good response from this.
That's more macro strategy. You know, if you're in the macro strategy, that's not like, yeah, I could totally see why that's just a different. You know,
that depends on the outfit too. Like if you play with one of those bigger outfits like Devil Dogs or Ezra Twilight, I don't know. Well, I don't know for sure on Ezra Twilight. I just know they're big. But like Devil Dogs, they don't focus on any micro gameplay. It's not like I was saying on the stream. There's no like run in and you know you're gonna go left and you're gonna go right. There's none of that. It's all macro. With a lot of
if you're just a grunt and not
for the platoon leader,
around,
but not for you.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
So let's what games do we play?
Well, for me, I guess I'll go first. I'm currently playing a lot of Neverwinter, and honestly, it's because I miss WoW. I don't want to pay for a subscription to WoW, so Neverwinter is free to play, and I get to get that fantasy side itch that I am missing. So I agree with the scratching an itch thing as to why we're playing different games. That doesn't mean I'm not playing PlanetSide 2, but yeah, I'm kind of into Neverwinter right now.
Cool. And also, I play a little Neverwinter here and there. Once, if there's enough people on to do like a 60 dungeon or whatever, well, I'll get on. Play a lot of Guild Wars 2 in my spare time, other than PS2. I don't know. It's just something to hold my attention. Honestly, I love playing games. I'm a gamer at heart, but there's not a lot of games that are really holding my attention right now. I play a little Skyrim also on the side, just to kind of for something to do when I'm not in the mood for PS2. But as far as games I'm looking forward to, I'm just looking forward to EQ Next and Elder Scrolls Online when that comes out. But
you sound like me. You know, I said Neverwinter, and it's that fantasy genre. You know, everything that you just listed, same thing, fantasy genre.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's just something other than FPS when I'm not in the mood for FPS. I love PlanetSide 2. I just need there's to be I mean, I enjoy the fantasy realm stuff too at the same time. So do that when I'm not in the mood for FPS.
And then there's Noxx.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of indie games lately. I got the last two humble bundles, and so those are like packed with indie games. And, you know, it's kind of fun. I like seeing what's out there. But unlike you guys, I'm an FPSer at heart. So I've been playing like CSGO, Stalker, Battlefield 3. I love my FPSs. But yeah, that's pretty much
I'm looking forward to Battlefield 4 personally, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to it, but I'm probably not going to get it. Because I hate Origin. Me and my principles.
Man of honor. Man of honor.
And I'm definitely looking forward to EQ Next. I'm pretty pumped about spell physics. Let's be serious. It's going to be awesome.
Alrighty.
So this week, we would like to know, are you comfortable with the order in which classes are being revamped? Considering we talked about the Light Assault being pushed off to Neverland. So do you want to see, are you happy with the order they're doing it with Infiltrator and then Medic, or you want Light Assault? And then basically, I guess a little more open-ended is what other utility ideas would you like to see brought into these classes as they get revamped? So it's a long one. I think we're going to get some in-depth responses from people.
Yes, if you're looking forward to the Master Blaster module for the Max suit, you know, start hyping that one.
All right, Community Clash.
Prepare yourselves. This is the ReachCast Community Clash.
So this past week, Noxx and I Oh, wait, and Torkz. Congratulations for being there, Torkz. Everybody's excited. We all played on Briggs. We played TR. And I think after experiencing some of the best no-lag sessions ever, we're moving to Briggs full-time, right, guys?
No.
I had some latency issues at the end. At the beginning, it was great. At the beginning, it was great. Something about the end, I was having some issues. I don't know what it was.
I was tearing ass. I cannot believe how bad, like how well I was playing that day.
It's because there was no lag.
I know.
But of course, there was no lag because there weren't a lot of people on.
I played on Connery. No, I played on Connery today, and there were very few people on, and it was better, but I still had some latency issues.
Oh, we'll talk about Connery when we get to the good and the bad and the OP, don't worry. So we did get to play with a few of our Aussie listeners, so that made up for the lack of huge battles. As I said, in their defense, it was kind of in the morning for them. So, go ahead.
It's 11 a.m.
Yeah, 11 a.m. A lot of them were working.
Yep.
So,
sadly.
And as we said on the stream, unfortunately, this week we are going to be taking a break just because it's the 4th of July holiday. I think that we will all be celebrating with our families, so I apologize to our viewers. But we'll be back with a bang on the 11th. Don't worry.
Don't worry, I won't be with my family.
Well, you'll be with your dog and your cat enjoying.
Be with my friends. Going to a party, baby. My family's too far away from me. I can't celebrate with them.
All right, now that we brought the show down with Nox's sadness, let's go to the good, the bad, OP.
Have another drink on me, soldier.
Okay, thank you kindly.
If you can look hard enough past all the death and all the sorrow, there are good things. You must remember that we will overcome the good, the bad, and the overpowered.
I know this might not be the best place to put this in. I was just thinking about this while I was listening to the bumper. If there are any segments that you guys would like to see more of that we haven't done in a while, like, I don't know. University or stories from the battlefield or research labs or something like that. Tell us,
Sure.
tell us you're in the mood for something, or maybe something new, maybe something different that we haven't done before, and we can, sure we can spin something up, but,
we can do an ad lib university after this. I have one.
Okay. I mean, I'm not saying that because you have to do it for me. I'm just saying, I'm saying the listeners, if you guys want something that we haven't done for a little bit, feel free to email us in. You guys, you direct the content of the show just as much as we do. So, you know our contact info. We'll list it again at the end of the show. But good and the bad, the OP for me this week. The good for me this week was I had a great time. The community clash on the Aussie server it was fun having a medium number of people and defending that amp station. It was a blast. Had a lot of fun talking to Luperza and Hama during the MLG stream. And I converted a couple of people over from my work to play some PlanetSide. So
that's 3 goods.
Yeah, I just had a generally good week, and I don't have any bads. So I'm just
No, I think I know your bad.
What's up?
Your bad is that the characters on the Australian server don't talk like Australians.
That wasn't
No, that was
bad.
my
That's Mark's. That's Mark's bad. I didn't expect him to talk like Australians. All right, you go on. It's your turn.
My good this week is that I played more this week. I had a lot of fun playing some more PlanetSide. I've been kind of busy, but yeah, getting to play more is always fantastic. And my bad is that my TR character is still higher battle rank than my NC character. It's frustrating.
Well, that's because you were playing your TR character. I saw.
I played on
Friday.
Yeah, I did play on Friday. And then, but still, it's like I play that character. I still play it very rarely compared to the NC one. Still not caught up.
You still play it at such a high level, though, that, it's just your NC character can't keep up, right?
Yeah. When I play TR, I'm being so good that I level so fast.
Snapping necks, cashing checks.
All right, well, my good, I really love the look of the new Battle Island Nexus, and I really can't wait to get in and try it out. I'm very excited with how that map looks, and it makes me think that Hoston is going to look amazing if that's what they're pumping out for a Battle Island map. My bad, and I posted it on Twitter. This week, there was a server restart on Connery, right in the middle of a biolab alert with 4 minutes left, right in the middle of an epic biolab fight between the VS and TR, right in the middle of the afternoon on a Sunday. Like I said, 4 minutes left, TR defending, VS are attacking. If we flip it, and we could have done it, we would have won the alert, but instead the whole server restarted.
Is a planned restart?
No, it's because there was so much lag and issues with the server. You couldn't repair people, you couldn't revive people, you couldn't heal people, you couldn't pick up ammo. It was terrible.
Wait, so was it 14 minutes or 4 minutes?
There were only 4 minutes left, but we had the hack on.
Oh, you had it going already.
Yeah, it was under 4 minutes left on the hack. We could have taken it, but the server restarted.
It's not a hack on PlanetSide 2.
People were pissed. Pissed. I was pissed. And then I didn't get any experience for it either.
Yeah, that does kind of suck.
Like I said, we were on our way to winning it. I mean, granted, the TR could have totally turned the tides and flipped it back over, which is totally possible.
They do all the time on Connery too.
Totally possible, but we were so close. You could taste it, and then it's like, we'll be shutting the server down in 15 minutes. That was with 20 minutes left, and everyone's like, no. Then bam.
Oh, it was a planned restart. That's what I mean.
Well, they gave us 15 minutes notice. That was the planning.
Yeah, I know. Why don't that's
2 hour
alert. Should have looked at the timer and gone, all right, let's let them suffer 6 more minutes and then do it.
Exactly.
All right, on to the mailbag.
Oh, it's a perfect morning. Great timing, the mailman's just coming.
Morning. Here's the mail. Big bag.
Must be ready to get away. Very strange. What's the sticking sound? Going to take a look here in this bag of mail. Oh no. Oh.
Now you just open the ReachCast mailbag. Wow.
Alrighty. We have a call this week. Enjoy.
Hey guys, this is Auxilio, Squirrel mascot and support specialist extraordinaire from Azure Twilight. Murder Buzzkill. On the Matheson server. Just wanted to call in and say that you guys have a great show. Kill them all. And I listen to it every week. Keep up the great work. Now I have to go back to the fight. Murder. Bye!
Murder.
Did you hear the kill buzz cut?
Yeah. Might have a rough time with that now, but yeah. That's funny.
Well, it's good to know that the squirrels listen to our show.
Yeah.
They eat enough seed from my bird feeders, so at least they could do.
I enjoyed that thoroughly. All right. And we have some emails as well this week.
All right. First one up is from Sergeant Hack. He says, yet another great show, guys. Don't listen to T-Ray. He wears girly men's shoes and dorky hats.
Damn.
I think you hit him where it hurts, Sergeant Hack.
The dorky hats are the rough one. That's like the below the belt shut.
Notice he made no mention of his ties.
I was going to just say, there's no Tie Day Friday comment there. So, the next email is from Frygen, and he just wanted to let us know that the Medic Revive does, in fact, not remove deaths, that when you log out and log back in, the deaths are recorded permanently. And I suppose this means on like the players.planetside2.com, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So you wanted to let people know, but I don't use the website, so I don't care. That's not true. That does kind of suck. It's kind of like you like get off on a day and you're like, yeah, it's, 2.0 KDR or something, like feeling good, playing nothing but heavy assault in the biolab. Like that's actually not bad. And then you go and log in and you're like, oh wait, I had a 0.5 medic. But yeah, that'd be a little disappointing. But
yeah, there was a decent thread. There's a thread about it on the PlanetSide 2 forums already. It hasn't gotten any comments from the devs as far as I know, but last I knew they are aware. I think Higby tweeted something out about it, saying they're aware of it. So I think it may actually just be a bug. Don't quote me on it.
I mean,
trying to go by my memory here, but it may not be working as intended. But he is correct. I don't think the community at large is aware that that's what's going on.
Well, the small portion of our listener base now knows. I did not know, but yeah, okay. That's good news. Or good information. Bad news, good information. But he does want to say that he thinks that we should bring some expert opinions, such as people who play consistently, aka more than us, because I have a lot of time on my hands, and would like hearing their opinions on hot topic issues. So,
yeah, if you guys are interested in coming on, we might do some separate interviews here and there for if you guys are interested to talk about current game updates, maybe some current changes, upcoming changes, stuff that comes out. More than love to. We love to hear from the community. We love to interview the community and talk to you guys. So yeah, send in emails or we'll arrange something with you.
Not gonna lie, we don't want to hear about how awesome you are, though.
Yeah, we do try to roll some things like that into our outfit interviews and things like that. We definitely make sure that we ask them a few questions about the current hot topics in game, since we consider a lot of those outfit leaders experts in their fields.
Mm-hmm. All right, next email is from Mushaka Man.
Your favorite?
Yeah, I love that name. He says, "Hi guys." Mushaka.
This is the dude that's in France, right?
Yes, sir. He's about to talk about that. Yeah.
Oh, is
Hi
he?
guys.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry.
It's all good. Hi guys. Show awesome as always. Anyway, to the point. I emailed you guys a while back describing working in France, renovating a very old property, and crouching in the bushes, in quotes. Well, things have come a long way since then, and I'm back online more regularly. To the point, again, so my outfit, the Terran Order, he's in the EU, by the way, on Ceres, have you guys thought about sorry, he's asking if we're wanting to showcase any EU guys, or have we showcased EU guys? And yes, we have done EU outfits, and yes, we'd love to do more EU outfits if you guys would like to do an interview or showcase you guys on Community Clash or otherwise. We're a great community over here, and would love to be a part of any plans or perhaps features on EU PS2.
I don't know that we can get onto EU servers.
Why not?
Regarding Community Clash. Well, we can look. But I feel like I haven't seen one. Oh, you know what I bet it is? No, you know how there's a checkbox to...
You have all 6 slots full and can't make another character, or what?
No. You know how when you look at the servers to create a character, there's a checkbox to show all servers. That's probably why I've never seen them.
I wasn't going to say a word. I was going to let you figure it out on your own. That's
Got it.
Yeah, we would love to do a Community Clash interview with any EU guys. So yeah, hit us up if you'd like to do that. We're a little bit behind on we're a little bit behind on getting everybody figured out for the next couple interviews. So just email us again if we haven't responded to you for a little bit, and we're gonna set up more interviews for the upcoming months. Yeah, that's it.
All right, and I have the last email. I'm supposed to apologize beforehand because it's a little bit long, but it's from our listener Hush, who says he loves our show and we keep him sane while he stacks boxes in the warehouse. So he says he's been playing PlanetSide 2 for 6 months.
Hush wrote the longest email. Do you see that?
I get it. I get the irony, yes. Go ahead.
Okay, you done?
Sorry.
All right. He's been playing PlanetSide 2 for about 6 months. Never played PlanetSide 1. Fell in love with the game instantly, though. First character, Vanu Sovereignty on Helios, my home server. He played as a lone wolf, as everyone does when they start out. Eventually, he joined an outfit to become part of the greater cause. He leveled up to his 30s, mostly flying scythes. And then on one fateful night, he heard someone complaining and berating the Vanu forces in the Warp Gate because they are bad at PlanetSide, dumbasses, and things like that over proximity chat. He took that for what it was and proceeded to make the child stop yelling at everyone. And it turned out that that child was the leader of one of the largest Vanu outfits on the server at the time. And he happened to be in a Vanu High Command TeamSpeak server as well, and little did he know he became blacklisted from every outfit on Helios. The message "hush fail equals bad" rang out across Helios, and he said, "Screw this, I'm going to play TR." So ever since then, whenever he plays in his Vanu, he gets team killed within about 15 minutes of pulling whatever vehicle he wants. He's talked to the leader about it, and he's laughed and told him he was crazy. So his experience currently is as follows. If he joins a platoon with these people, he's automatically shoved out to the Delta Squad, not allowed to play with the main group. The platoon leader is always in DJ mode, playing music over platoon chat without stopping. Waypoints are in the middle of nowhere, and after about 10 minutes, the platoons move to a completely different continent. He says he can't play Vanu anymore at all unless he plays as a lone wolf, and he always has to watch his back for friendly fire. So he's taken to playing Terran Republic. And he says a lot of people now know both his characters, and he gets the same experience no matter what side he plays on, and feels that they're going to be trolling him no matter what. He's tried joining other outfits, but can't seem to just be a soldier. He gets thrown into a squad lead position, and then squads mutiny against him, so he doesn't show up for ops, and eventually gets booted, and loses more reputation in the game. So he really wants to know from us, how does he find enjoyment again? Is he forced to play in an outfit, or is he doomed to lone wolf the game from now on in? And he says at the end, help. So
You're like a lightning rod, dude. I've never heard somebody have that many problems all in a row.
You know, like I said, Helios is where I started out as Vanu, and I do know who you're talking about just by your description. I'm not going to call anybody out in particular, but I know now that all I can say is that since the merger with Connery, I mean, it's a completely different group of outfits that are on. I don't think that you're stuck playing with the ones that are the old Helios outfits, because there's a lot of good ones that were on Connery. I mean, Bella Maternus, Future Crew, Vast, 40 Deuce, who we interviewed at one point, are all large outfits that were on Connery before the merger. And I mean, I can speak for Louie and 40 Deuce. He'll take you in if you're looking for an outfit. Same thing with the Future Crew people and the Vast people. And I mean, there are some good outfits that were on Helios as well. I play with Dropping Purple Smoke all the time. DPSO is a great outfit. You know, we don't have any of the stuff that you're describing go on as far as I'm aware of. I mean, I think the Wybach outfit as well are a decent group of people as well. I think that there are a number of outfits out there that would take you in. I mean, I don't want to be the only one to talk here, but I would probably pop on when you're on next. And I think you're probably looking for an outfit that was on Connery originally. So I'm going to steer you to Louie in 40 Deuce to start with. He always has a squad open. You can pop in his squad, tell him the Deringer sent you, and go from there. Do you guys have anything else to add?
Yeah, don't be a douchebag.
Don't be a douchebag.
Don't do all this and then let me get something from Louie later on saying this guy was a complete douchebag.
I thought you meant what people are doing to this guy.
No, I'm talking about this guy.
Yeah, I mean, my experience, not to...
You don't sound like a douchebag. I'm just saying, dude, don't do all this.
Not to be too harsh, but in my experience with gaming, the people that attract a lot of attention talk a lot. So just don't talk.
Well, you can... I don't know if that's fair. But anyways, put your best foot forward. It sounds like you are, man. I'm not saying that to bust your chops. I'm just saying if you... Just put your best foot forward with these new guys. I know anybody that wants to take them in, just email us. We'll make sure to pass that stuff on to you, Hush. We love the community to grow in kindness. Let's not be cool. Be decent guys.
It's kind of sad that people would treat each other. I mean, not in like a Careberry way, but it's like the game relies on having more people, yet we're gonna outcast everyone.
Yeah, it really sucks with this guy. What happened to this guy?
Yeah.
I'm sad to hear it, honestly. It's never good to hear when somebody gets outcast.
I mean, obviously there are always going to be an outfit here or an outfit there on every server who are just complete jerk faces, but what can you do?
It's like life, man. Can't get rid of all of them.
DPSO let me play with them, and they know I'm NC, so whatever.
Yeah, they don't care. I mean, I think I listed off some decent names. I'd go check out any one of those. But if I was specifically coming from a bad experience on Helios, I'd seek out one of the Connery ones first and go from there.
Well, coming from me, man, I'm sorry that happened to you. I hope everything gets better in the future. If it continues to happen, come play with us for a little bit, and maybe we can talk about what the issue is, hopefully. And let's see here. The thank yous for the week: Gustavo M, Chaos X5, Anam, VS Derp, Morpholine, Haterade, Zib, Evil Green Devil. Oh my goodness. Islane?
I don't even know.
Canaris, B Postal, Kaylee J, Iron Father, Rahabib, Artemis. Sorry, I'm scrolling down the page. Mr. Ghosty, I like that one. Heavy Gain, Trips J. Interesting. What the? Grenadalsh.
Grandalsh, yeah.
Grandalsh.
There's no E between the
Oh,
N
sorry,
and
yeah,
E.
there's no additional A. All right, Crimson Templar, Cami Camera, Calder, Micro, Buddha 1231, Ash 198. Timo was taken.
You laugh at that one every time.
I don't know.
It's not that funny.
He laughs at it like it's a...
It's some inside joke in my head, I guess. The Dismal 626, KS Krug, Sergeant Hack, Pyron, or wow, that's not even close. Firegen, Mushaka Man, Hush, Glock Elf, Kang, and Portlandia. I hate that show.
It's Portlandian, not Portlandia.
Oh, sorry, Portlandian.
So it has nothing to do with the show. The guy probably lives in Portland, and you just trashed him.
No,
or her.
You're great, dude. I mean, it's nothing against you. I just don't
Watch
like that
the
show.
star of the show.
If it is, I
Trashed
don't
it
know.
even more.
If it is, your show is not in my thing, my wheelhouse of enjoyment.
Doesn't scratch that itch.
No.
I'm doing contact info again?
Yeah.
Okay. Our website
See
is
if you get the
ReachCast.
website right, like I can't. So
Yeah, unlike Deringer, I'm going to get it right because I have it written right in front of me. ReachCastShow.com. Twitch is twitch.tv/ReachCast. Steam group, ReachCast. Just search for it. You'll find it. Email us at reachcastshow@gmail.com. You can call us at 415-787-3224. That's 415-78-REACH. Show Twitter is at ReachCastShow. You can reach us on Twitter individually. I am Noxia.
I'm ReachCast Torkz, just like it sounds. Torkz.
and I am at the Deringer.
And Torkz, how about you take this one? Because it's what you usually do.
Oh, okay. As always, thanks to the rest of the ReachCast crew that's not on the show. Steve, our sound guy. Cliff, our site admin. John, our graphics designer and admin. And Jenny Boo and Hama from PSU. And that's it for this week's show. Thanks for checking it out. And talk to you guys next week.
Yeah, don't forget to get a t-shirt if you're interested. We do have a link up on reachcastshow.com currently.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
That's right, Sergeant. You made the call. All right, soldiers. You've done a great job here today. Let's get our stuff and get the hell out of here. Come in, Sergeant.